Well, what have we been saying on this channel? What have we been saying? The Dallas Mavericks are a great basketball team led by a player who I have never seen something like this before. Never. Luka Doncic is destined for greatness. He's going to win just a multitude of awards. I would imagine a multitude of rings. And I bet you, as long as he can stay healthy, keep that weight down, stay healthy, longevity, as long as he can do that, there's no way Luka Doncic at the end of his career isn't considered one of the greatest of his era, maybe even of all time. So why am I anti-Dallas in this series? All right, here's the thing. I think Golden State wins this series in 5 games. I think they win it in 5 games. Dallas is bound to win a game. As easy as some teams may have made it look, particularly like Celtics, Nets, it's not easy sweeping teams in the NBA playoffs. It's not easy. Even if it's 1 seed versus 8 seed, it is not easy. Especially by the time Game 4 runs around, even if your team's down 3-0, they're pissed off, dude. They are pissed off. Here's the thing. Luka Doncic needs the ball. In some way, somehow, people don't understand this concept. First off, to me, it's clear as day. One team has Luka Doncic, the other team has Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, and Draymond Green. To me, it's the end of story. The Golden State Warriors have been dealing with LeBron James for 4 straight seasons. You think they can't take Luka Doncic? They can take Luka Doncic. So what are they doing? Here's bottom line. Some way, somehow, people don't understand this. Luka Doncic needs the basketball in his hands at all times to make an impact. All times to make an impact. Steph Curry does not have to even touch the ball for an entire quarter, and they're still better off. Steph Curry doesn't need the ball in his hands to make an impact. You're not going to leave Steph Curry open. If Steph Curry is running around, people are setting him picks, you're not thinking, oh, yeah, we'll let him, he can do his thing. Let's focus on who has the ball. Like, Steph Curry doesn't have the ball in his hands. Like he didn't much last night. 21 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists. Like you might see that stat line. You're like, did Steph even play a good game? His impact without the ball is something I have never, ever, with my own 2 eyes, seen something like. I've never seen a player like Steph Curry who it doesn't, like I said, dude, this guy, Steph Curry, could not take a shot. He could score 0 points. He could get the ball 0 times, and he will have a bigger impact in that quarter than most, if not everybody else in the game. So how is Golden State guarding Luka? How are they guarding Dallas? If Dallas wants to win this game, you need guys like Jalen Brunson, Spencer Dinwiddie, and they did an all right job last night. No one on Dallas really could make a 3 specifically. But if the Mavericks want to win this game, if they want to win this series, you need to get the ball out of Luke's hands. You need Jalen to go off. You need Dinwiddie to go off. You need Reggie Bullock to make his 3s. You need DFS to make his 3s. You need Dwight Powell to be, pick and roll and throwing down lobs. Like, that's what sucks is Dallas kind of needs everyone else to get going, but Luka needs the ball in his hands. So he's going to have to do a great job of facilitating and playmaking, which we know Luka is definitely capable of. But the way that Golden State is guarding him right now, to me, I wouldn't even be surprised if they swept him the way that first game looked. I would not be surprised if they swept him. Basically what happens is you have Andrew Wiggins kind of your primary defender. And I can't believe, there's some people saying, who do you put Klay on Luka? Do you put Steph on him? I guess you could put Klay on him maybe 4 years ago. Andrew Wiggins gets clowned all the time for being an all-star starter. If Andrew Wiggins was on like a Christian Wood-esque contract, basically Andrew Wiggins is getting paid over $30 million a year to play basketball. The way the new CBA is going to go, that's not going to sound that crazy in probably 5 years from now. But at this current point, Andrew Wiggins is a very good two-way star. Very good two-way star. And the reason being is he can do everything. This man can make 3s. He can make his floaters. He can play defense. He can guard multiple positions. So you're sticking him on Luka. All-star starter for a reason, right? Yeah, maybe guys like Brandon Ingram had good second halves to the season. But I think Andrew Wiggins was deserving of it. And shout out to Steve Kerr. Shout out to the Golden State Warriors, because it wasn't always like that for Wiggins, right? When he got to Golden State, for some reason, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because he's getting overlooked by, you know, Dre, Clay, and Steph, and now even like Jordan Poole. But he's so underrated. And like I said, if he was on a Christian Wood $13, $15 million a year contract, this guy would be one of the most undervalued players, underrated players in the entire NBA. But he's getting paid a lot of money. So this is kind of expected. Basically, so he's the first guard. All right, what are you going to do with Luka? Push him right. Push him right. Immediately push him right. Don't even let him go left. Next up, what are you going to do? Whenever he is in the paint, and we saw this with Draymond getting blocks, we saw this with Kevon Looney getting blocks, Wiggins got into the mix, we saw just everybody collapsed. Everybody on that team collapsed. It's almost like the way the Raps were guarding the Sixers, and then you have, you know, whenever Joel Embiid got the ball, everyone's going to provide help. The difference with the Sixers and the Dallas Mavericks is it's more star heavy. It's a lot more star heavy, right? You got James Harden, who, you know, we clown him a lot, you know, people clown him a lot, but he's still one of the best at what he does, even at his age. You got Tobias Harris, Mr. Consistent. You got Tyrese Maxey, who's dropping, you know, freaking 39 in game one. Like, they have a lot of threats. Danny Green before he got injured. Like, Niang even. You got players. Not saying Dallas doesn't, but Luka's going to need to do a better job of facilitating that basketball and not trying to do it all on his own. That's what's tough is I don't think that's sustainable for an entire series. If Dallas wants to actually win the series, win 4 games against Golden State, Luka's going to have to do Luka things. But it's very difficult for Luka to do Luka things if he's being guarded by Andrew Wiggins, if they're forcing him to do specific things. But that's where we have, you know, I bet the role players have a great, you know, I bet Jalen and Dinwiddie, you know, have a good game one night. I bet, you know, Luka's threes start hitting and he drops, you know, 35, 40 one night. Like, he's going to do his thing. I just don't think he's going to be able to do his thing for the entirety of the series. The heliocentric offense is very interesting. I don't think it is a sustainable way to win a championship. It's a sustainable way to win regular season games and maybe even some playoff games. But at the end of the day, I think you need stars. I think this league is driven by stars. When you get to the playoffs, you need stars. You need guys you can rely on. Brunson, Dinwiddie, you know, DFS, Reggie, they're all awesome. But if you're playing a team like Golden State, who, like I said, they've dealt with these types of offenses with James Harden for consecutive years. There are podcasts where Draymond Green would go on and he would be like, and it might even get to this, we will let James Harden do his thing for 3 straight quarters, not get his teammates involved too much. You know, he's getting his bag. And then by the time the 4th quarter comes, what are you doing? You're trapping him, you're double teaming him, and you're just forcing the ball out of his hands. Same thing with LeBron James. So I just think that the Warriors personnel, like even guys like Kevon Looney, bro, they just have big impacts and they show up in the stat sheet. I don't think that Dallas is going to win more than 1 game, and I would not be surprised if they don't win a game. That's it for today. Most importantly, guys, go ahead, drop some comments down below. I want to hear your opinions. You know, even if you think I'm dead wrong, you know, let me know you think I'm dead wrong. Go ahead, drop it down below, and let's talk basketball, baby. Cyril Asio and I, we started this daily live NBA show. We're gonna have some sweet people on it. It's live every morning on YouTube at 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. It's gonna be on streaming platforms afterwards. Great things coming. The link's gonna be in the bio. It's gonna be in the comment section of all of my videos. So I hope to see you guys there.